I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Bills going up against the Texans. With that, we're up to NRG Stadium in Houston as we say hello to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Texans. And he nearly broke that for... But as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Miller, the lone setback. Osweiler, the catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. The corner Ronald Darby comes up to get it. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Let's go! Green, 39! Again, it's Miller. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on third down.
Key 26, key 26.
Now Osweiler. Fuller brings it in over the middle. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. On is Nick Novak now for the Texans field goal. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. They'll let their receiver run it out of the Wildcat. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now let's switch gears for a second here and talk about the Texans and where they stand in the division. 6-6 at a log jam at the top of the AFC South. Obviously, they can still win it.
And I think they'll have to lean a lot on their defense, which has carried much of the load this year. Remember, J.J. Watt has missed most of the season. But how about the development of Jadeveon Clowney? He has played so well since they moved him back to his more natural defensive end position. He didn't play at Green Bay, and they missed him in a close loss.
Here we go.
This time Taylor will throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route. Third and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Now Taylor to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target. And fourth down coming up. On fourth down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. Back deep for the Texans is Tyler Urban. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And as the Texans come back on the field, we mentioned earlier that Brock Osweiler, 2 touchdown passes, no interceptions. But this offense could only muster 13 points last week.
And that's got to drive their head coach, Bill O'Brien, absolutely blotto. Because, let's face it, Bill O'Brien is an offensive guy. He actually took back play calling earlier this year to try and get his offense going. And he has the talent. With the high-priced free agent quarterback in Osweiler, Lamar Miller's an all-purpose running back, can run it and catch it. And how about the guys that throw it to? DeAndre Hopkins, Will Fuller. They have to be able to generate more points.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Four yards remaining now on 2nd down. Here's Osweiler to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it's 3rd and 4. Quickly now, a look at the Buffalo defense.
Whenever we talk about Zach Brown, the first thing that comes to mind is speed. He can absolutely fly at the linebacker position.
All right, here we go.
On 3rd down, Miller. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Throwing now, Osweiler on 1st down. Setting up the screen for Miller. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. They'll come out in the pistol.
Green 39. Green 39.
Off the play fake. Here's Osweiler going for the deep ball. That's caught at the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. he has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
In the red zone this time.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
On second down, Osweiler. That is caught inside the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help in run support. He's going to arrive and in a bad mood.
Second down, goal to go from the 6. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, Osweiler. Flush to his right. Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Following the fumble recovery, it's Taylor. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they've got it here with a first down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And that is incomplete. And what about some division race talk while we have a second? 3 really close ones. NFC South, AFC North, all log jams at the top.
I'll start with the AFC North. Baltimore and Pittsburgh both at 7 and 5. Baltimore holds a tiebreaker by virtue of their win over Pittsburgh. They play again on Christmas Day. How about the NFC South? Atlanta and Tampa Bay, both 7 and 5. They've split their season series, and Atlanta holds a tiebreaker right now with a better divisional record. These races are going down to the wire.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
To throw again is Taylor. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And now out comes Houston. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Well, this past week, he led all rushers on Sunday, did McCoy. 130 yards on the ground, and he did that on just 17 carries.
He also caught the ball pretty well, too, didn't he, partner? Would he have 7 catches in that game?
61 yards.
And how about his recuperative powers? Because a couple weeks ago in Cincinnati, he hurt his thumb, and that necessitated surgery on Monday after a Sunday game. He played the very next week, so 2 weeks later, he's running and catching with abandon.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Design run for their wideout. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Stays on his feet. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Well, third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out comes Houston. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
On second down, here's Miller. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Let's go. 3-19.
On 3rd down, Osweiler. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
On 2nd down, here's Osweiler. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller, and that'll make it 3rd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down, Osweiler. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be brought back to the 22. The Bills getting set to go. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Come on, let's go. One, let it roll. Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Forced out to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
One man on the backfield. That's McCoy. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Dunn in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Here we go. Brand 38.
On 2nd down, Taylor. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. Give him 8 on the play, and just like that, it's third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. And that is incomplete. Percy Harvin, the intended receiver there, and it's 4th down.
And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. They go back to the air here after the INT. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action with Osweiler. He's going to wind up and air it out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Whenever we meet with coaches, and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Now Taylor. Right side complete. That's Woods. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. 1 man in the backfield. That's McCoy. 2nd and 10 now. It's Taylor. He's going to air this out deep for Harbin. And, oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now.
Come on, let's go. 38.
Throwing again, it's Taylor. And this is caught by Watkins. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And Carpenter. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Black round. Black round. Come on, let's go. Black round. Black round.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 79 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Green 39. Green 39. 52. Black 52.
Now Osweiler on 2nd down. He's got Fuller. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They come up in an offset eye.
Green 39.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, He's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Set. Green, 39.
Play action. It's Osweiler. And his throw here is incomplete.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39, Philly, here we go. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, 90.
On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. It's complete to Fuller. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards.
Detroit! Go! Here we go now. 319.
They go play action now. Osweiler. And Miller with it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Let's go!
They go back to the ground now with Miller. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Hopkins, the one receiver right. On second down, here's Osweiler. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Second down, 9 yards to go. One man in the backfield. That's McCoy. Taylor. Right side complete. That's Woods. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Three yards left to grab here on 3rd down. Watkins alone on the left side. Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's get back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit. Try it that way.
Throwing, Osweiler. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
The offense staring at a 3rd and 12 here.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 30.
From the shotgun, Osweiler. He's got the completion to Strong. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
3 receivers to the left,
Right,
1 to the right.
39. Green 39.
Throwing now, Osweiler on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Jalen Strong, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Again on 2nd and 10 now. It's Osweiler. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back now at the home of Super Bowl 51, NRG Stadium in Houston. They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. A couple of Bills team up to bring him down there.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
From midfield now, here's Osweiler. He's got time. He's going to let... And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit. I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Fresh set of downs here.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. Oh, no, he lost the football. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They go play action here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend, because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
On third down, Osweiler. And this is going to be incomplete.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man-to-man coverage in many cases. And on this particular play, able to see the play in front of him, react to it, and knock the ball away. Gotta like what you just saw there, if you like zone defense.
And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky, because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. No gain on the play there. Second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Taylor. Right side complete. That's Woods. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
1 man in the backfield. That's McCoy. And he'll get it up the middle. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Play clock winding down. Taylor. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with McCoy. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Let's go.
Now Taylor with a draw to McCoy. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Taylor. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Colton Schmidt now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Surveying the field. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. 1 man in the backfield. That's McCoy. And they'll give it to him here. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. They'll go again to McCoy. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Let's go. One,
and they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. Taylor to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long from Houston.